Hi, this is Brian and welcome to part 2 on how to read a sectional chart. This video is part of a series designed to help you learn the details of your sectional chart. In this video we'll be discussing the airport data section of the legend, so if you're ready we'll jump right in and get started. In this video we'll be discussing features that can be found on the Ketchikan, the Omaha, and the Dallas-Fort Worth sectionals. So if you want to follow along, these sectionals can be downloaded from our website. I'll also put the information right here on the screen to highlight the points that we're going to discuss. In this tutorial, we'll discuss the airport data section of the legend, and it is a continuation of part 1 where we discussed the airport section. In the airport data section of the legend, the FAA wants to highlight a lot of information that will be found to describe the airport on your section. Not all airports have the data listed on the legend. And here we'll use 3 actual airports, and I'll put their information on the screen as well, to show how that data is displayed and how to interpret that information. On the left, you see the entry for our first airport that we'll discuss, the Ketchikan International Airport. By comparing it to the legend entry on the right side of your screen, we can determine that the Ketchikan Airport has a flight service station on the airport. Since it is in Alaska, we can see that the airport identifier, Kilo Tango November, is different than the ICAO of Papa Alpha Kilo Tango. The lower 48, the ICAO is simply adding a K in front of the FAA identifier, but in Alaska and Hawaii it's a little bit different. On the next line is another entry that is peculiar to flight in Alaska, the AFIS, or Automatic Flight Information Service. It's similar to the Terminal ATIS program in the lower 48, but there are some significant differences. Flight service station recordings do not provide runway in use or approach in use information, but do emphasize weather and local NOTAM features. The AFIS frequency for Ketchikan is 134.45, and again this is an Alaska only feature. Now back to some standard features on the entry. The fourth line gives you airfield information. In the Ketchikan entry we can see that the field elevation is 92 feet above sea level. The L with the star indicates that lighting is present, but limitations exist. And those limitations can be found in the AFD. The 75 indicates the length of the longest paved runway, and luckily it's in hundreds of feet. You'd need to kind of work on your short field landing techniques without those 2 extra zeros. And the final number in that line is the Unicom frequency of 122.95. The next line showing the 00 TAC 95 is information related to the water landing part of this airport. This is showing that the elevation of the water landing area is at sea level, denoted by the 00, and the landing distance of 9,500 feet. The 123.6 with the little circle C indication gives us the CTAF frequency, and the RP with the star tells us we will be using right patterns at this airport. The star shows us that special conditions exist and we need to consult the AFD for more information. The Ketchikan also has a cool feature of a weather camera on site. And here on the screen got a live feed from the Ketchikan weather camera. At the time of this recording anyways, it was live. The link to the FAA aviation cameras can be found in the comments section of our YouTube entry for this video. And there's a lot of cool stuff out there. Now that we've discussed some of the peculiar chart information that can be found in Alaska, let's look at a more typical Midwest airport located within the Class C airspace. For this example, we will use Omaha Epley Airport, or Oscar Mike Alpha. There's a lot less information here, but still enough to get you safely into the airport. From the CT TAC 132.1, we see the control tower frequency is 132.1, and weather information can be found on the ATIS frequency of 120.4. The field elevation is 985 feet above sea level. Standard lighting exists. The longest paved runway is 9,500 feet, and if needed, the Unicom frequency of 122.95. To see an example of the no SVFR entry, we'll look at the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, or DFW. No special VFR operations are permitted at this airport, and that's what it's telling you on the sectional. You can also see it's a little busier than Omaha Epley, with 4 different control tower frequencies. And the line at the bottom showing the AOE designates it as an airport of entry for customs functions. Now, as you've seen, there's a lot of information contained in the block next to your airport. Some airports have more information than others, but all have the information you need to safely arrive at the airport of your choice. I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you found this as informative as entertaining, and please share it with your friends. You can find the social media links below, and check out my website at aviatorcharts.com for your free downloads of printable sectionals, terminal area charts, and en route charts. And don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with more videos as they become available. Thank you, God bless, and safe flying.